of things, but mostly my daily life. Not in reality like a key and fantastic moment. No, I'm part of a family of architects, so living with them, with my father, with the life, with all these books, I don't know, growing, seeing all these practice and models and drawings and things like that. So for me, it's like a natural. And then it's the same when you travel, when you, I don't know, when you see different places. As I said before, it's like a familiar issue. So it is also an affective familiar issue. So I would say that when I started studying at the university, I already had a lot of information and books about architecture. So when I started designing and working, collaborating with other students and having interesting professors, naturality, honesty, trying not to be like very deep, but the opposite maybe. I don't know, things like that, like trying to avoid all these super, I don't know, big intentions and big ideals, and maybe just trying to have a life more, I don't know, simple. That's what I think. In architecture, I don't know, maybe in architecture, all those, but I'm from Colombia, from a tropical country, so I don't know. Basically, all my projects have been built there. I have a couple of projects in the US or super small things, and then a couple in Brazil, but in Brazil is basically the same. It's a similar country to Colombia. So I would say that the values of that architect, or the things that I'm looking for with all these projects is maybe flexibility, permeability, I don't know, trying to propose an architecture that this process is absolutely conventional and normal, nothing strange, but it is different depending on the commission. If it is a competition, it's different, but the typical project that is a commission, for example, I don't know, let's say an organization, a public institution, or a I don't know, a private client, when we have like a commission with them, we try to understand always what is the commission, what is the problem, or we try to, I don't know, understand what they are in reality needing, or what are they really looking for, or what are they expecting, or to be able to respond to that, but also to propose something that maybe they are not even expecting, so they can have like something better. But for that, you need to understand really what is the problem. So we try first to understand what is the problem, and then we try to create simultaneously. We start drawing and do a lot of different collaborations. For example, when we are participating in a competition, a lot of times we do it in association with another office. Why? Because it's easier, because I don't know, we have a lot of friends, architects, friends, so the risk maybe is less, the money you have to invest is less if you create like a big group and then you take decisions together, etc., etc. So in those cases, that's okay. But also, depending on the project, we normally collaborate with, of course, always collaborate with the structural engineers, electrical engineers, etc., etc., and contractors, all different kind of clients. But then we also have sometimes we collaborate with a biologist or with a sociologist, anthropologist, depending on the project. For example, if it is a public project, normally the government or the municipality creates a big group of people that is going to be involved in the project, so you will have to participate in that. And we collaborate also with a lot of Zumthor. It's super famous. I'm really try to study all these famous architects, the Pritzker Prize architects. Some of them are super interesting for me. He's one of those. I think he's one of the really good ones. He's like an architect. He's like a superstar, but he tries to be like more, tries to have like a low profile, and he's more connected with the tectonics of architecture, with the materials, with the simple shapes, with the qualities of the materials, with the qualities of the atmospheres or the environments that you can create. He's like super. He's like an artist. He's like a plastic artist in a way. Maybe he's too serious for me, like super transcendent. I don't like that, because for me, architecture is not so important. So I like the idea of architecture connected with art, but not this idea of architecture being like super important. But you can learn a lot of things from from an architect like him. For example, I remember he has some beautiful projects that has been built in wood, using wood, with vertical and diagonal members, long buildings. The most difficult thing in architecture is to get the commissions. Not in reality the design. You have a lot of challenge from the discipline point of view, or from from the perspective of the materials, or you can have a lot of constraints, economical constraints, and you can have a study a lot more than you think that you can. It's like read more, study more, draw more study projects.